Everybody loves Kadena, and let's go take a look at it. I haven't looked at Kadena for a week or two, maybe since the last live chat. So last live chat, I made this guess. So do I need to analyze it anymore? Because I already drew where it's going. Last week. There you go. That's all you need. Thanks, cosasverdes. Later, man. That's all you need. Where should I wait to pick it up? Oh, okay. He already has it down to 75 cents. Okay. Good. That's all we need, man. Just take a snapshot. Literally. I mean, feel free to pause this. On your PC, you can hit the Windows button, Shift S. Hit like just, Windows button, Shift S, and make sure they're all down at the same time, and let go. And then your mouse will change colors, and you can drag essentially like this. It'll look like this, and you can drag on top. Your screen will turn blackish. You can take a snapshot of this. And on a Mac, it's Command Shift 4. Command Shift 4, and the same thing will happen. Yeah, take a snapshot of it. That's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, that made my Kadena stuff easy. That is probably what's going to happen. Now, what are the keys if this doesn't? It gets more bearish than this, right? What levels am I looking for? I would say this will end up being probably wrong if it can't stay above a box formed by the wick lows on June 11th and the wick lows on June 19th. That box there, I'm on the 30-minute chart. You can do it on the 1-hour chart too. Hell, you can do it on the 15-minute chart if you want. Same deal. Now I lost the eyesight of this one, June 11th. Yeah. So that box, I would say I'm probably wrong. So this trajectory will end up being statistically likely to be wrong if Kadena cannot stay above this. And that level is specifically $1.60 to $1.63, 3.35. So it's a 3.5 cent range where if it can't use this as support, this has a statistically strong likelihood of being wrong. And it's going to be a more bearish path. But until that happens, I would say it's going to do just that, and that would have this rallying pretty good. I mean, this would be Bitcoin 25K, and this would have a freaking 20% pop up to $2 even, $2 and a penny. It could pierce $2 easily. That's going to be a psychological number, and it's something funky on Kadena could happen because exchanges could use their capital to everybody short in there. They could bust through it and collect all the fees from it. It's just something funky. If it gets there, don't think you're a genius trying to short. The exchanges will, and just other people playing this, algos, whatever they got, they're not going to make it that easy on you. Because it's not a trading channel that follows specific rules. This is a psychological number. If you see it, so let me say this specifically. If Kadena over the next 10 days gets to $2, don't think you're a genius on futures and take $5,000 and short it on 100x leverage. Please don't do that. Don't do it on any leverage. I would wait for a lower high and for that to be used as resistance. Specifically on a lower high. Or resistance if it happens and gets rejected perfectly like this. I still wouldn't do it because it could just pull back and bust through. I would wait for it to, if it did get rejected perfectly, I would wait for something like this. Boom, boom, boom. I would try that lower high, but I would still be skeptical. And then I would wait for something like it to form a local low and then to bust through and then make a lower high. Then I would add right there. So I would be skeptical and hesitant to add here after a rejection from that line, lower high. I would add a little bit, but I would be very hesitant, thinking it could pull back and then bust through. And then I would add a little stronger after it forms a local low area and busts through, then comes up to retest it. I would short that harder. That would be my entry there. So you see how this makes a local low area here? And after it breaks through, it'll be a bigger set of candles. It'll get more volatile, but then it'll quickly come back up to retest it. That's where you want to get it, to be careful about this too. Funky shit can happen there. Be very, very, very careful. Yeah, because this is a volatile coin, and for me, it's personally too volatile for me to want to trade. It looks fairly predictable. I mean, hell, I just predicted where it would be a week ago, right? Maybe only 5 days ago. It might have been Thursday I drew that, but I don't know. I prefer Cardano, Ethereum, and Bitcoin for trading. But I have live trading leaders again within Discord. The links to that are in the description section of all my videos. I have 3 live trading leaders who have, I wouldn't say one-on-one, it's small group sessions. And they have totally different trading styles. It's essentially one person, I guess his name's Carl. He took what I do and he made it his own. So his is like, I don't know if evolution is a right word, but it is a he took what I do and made it his own and added other stuff. And then I have another live trader who his trading style is very, very different from mine. And then I have another live trader whose trading is perhaps the most similar to mine, but he likes a lot more volatility than me, is my understanding. And he does very well for himself. Trading highly volatile type of stuff is my understanding, 𝘾𝙤𝙣𝙣. So I'm not the only person on the Discord who does setups and everything. Just a heads up if you want different types of opinions, and if what I do doesn't really make sense to you or whatever, and you don't like the style, then there are other options available to you. All right, cool. Let's get this. I might have to turn on my air conditioner.